Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a fun get ready with me using some of the things that I hauled at the Sephora savings event, as well as using a few of my recommendations on camera. So I'd given you my recommendations video, but I couldn't show you everything in action and got a few requests, so I'm going to do that. I did already have a little fun at the Sephora savings event. I picked up the new Westman Atelier, the blush duo, as well as the bronzing drops. I picked up her new powder to brush as well. Had to get the whole set. And then I have a few other things that I meant to recommend, so I'm gonna put those on my face today. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this look using part of my Sephora haul, some of it's being shipped to me, so we'll do another video, as well as some other recommendations that you can find at Sephora, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, good morning. We desperately need to put some makeup on my face. I got a few goodies at Sephora and a few of mine I had to order, but I had some requests to use a few of the things that I recommended, and then I have some new goodies that I'm going to be trying that I picked up at the Sephora sale. So let's just go ahead, have a little fun here. I'm going to start with the Hourglass. This is their Hydrating Skin Tint Veil. This is the one I got asked to use on camera. So here is the deal with this. It is fabulous. It is a hydrating tint. Does not have a ton of coverage, but when you use this with the Hourglass concealer, you can get plenty of coverage. So I am going to put this on. This is one of these easy sort of makeup days. You can just take a little bit of this. I have this in the shade number 6, and I believe this is light with cool undertones. I will double check, but this one tends to work really well. I just bought this for my daughter as well, and she loves it. And I am just going to use my fingertips to start, and then we can pull out my Hourglass brush. But this is just a very hydrating skin tint, and it is going to blur imperfections, hydrate the skin, and it looks like skin. So wanted to mention this one here. Okay, we have a light layer of that Hourglass. I'm going to prep my lips with my favorite Sarah Creel. The adults are talking lip repair balm in Clarity. Love, love, love this stuff. And then before I put on the Hourglass concealer, I am going to use my Sarah Creel Firm Offer. I like to use this as my eye cream. I kind of use it like a little brightener, to be honest with you. Like this has like a little peachy undertone, and I just like to come in here, and it also feels great and starts to cancel out a little redness and such. I'm hoping everybody is having a good weekend. It is actually, the sun is shining. I probably can see in my room, the window, there's some sun coming through that is making me so happy, so ready for spring. And then I'm going to come in with my Hourglass. I have this in the shade Silk, but when I did do the matcher. If I'm going to use this all over my skin, it is matching me to, I believe it was Apricot, and that's a newer shade. So when I was purchasing this, it didn't have that new shade, but it sounds like this is going to be great. It's just a little bit lighter, and I will just use it where I need it. Now this is more full coverage. It's a really beautiful concealer, and I'm just gonna kind of put just a little bit where I need it, and a little bit on some of my little red dots. We want to leave the skin looking like skin, and then I am just going to take a minute to blend this into the skin here. Silk does work. I'm just saying if you are looking for concealer that you want to kind of use a little bit more on your face, we might want to check out Apricot, and I'm going to check that out when I have a few more things that I purchased online that I am going to do. I did a buy online and pick up at the store, so I am going to head down there once the store opens and pick up a few other things. I'll just go ahead and tell you what I did pick up. Ordered the new Dior bronzer because that one is getting rave reviews, as well as that beautiful highlighter. They both came in such cute packaging. I wanted to try that. And then I bought some shampoo and things that my daughter requested, so I'll link that down below. But I did pick up the new Westman Atelier. These are the bronzing drops. I've been so curious about these. We're waiting to pick them up at the sale here, and I ended up picking them up in the shade 2, and this is supposed to give me like a very natural, beautiful little glow on my face. I did pick up the new blush duo as well, so we're just gonna kind of come in like this, and ooh, I'm liking the way these look so far. I'm just going to kind of shorten my forehead, kind of add these where the sun would meet here. Then I am buffing this into my skin. I'm using my Hourglass foundation brush here, and kind of just, ooh, I do have to tell you, I like the way, I probably need to buff that a little bit more. I am really liking those drops because I feel like they look really natural on the skin, and the drops were easier to use than what I was expecting. Sometimes when there's so much liquid like that, I can get a little too heavy-handed, but they blended in so beautifully, and I can't see if you can see, but it's just giving me a very natural glow on the skin. And then I did pick up one of the new Baby Cheeks powder blush duos, and I had to pick it up in the shade Suede and Sable because a lot of the other ones were sold out, but I have a feeling this might be just absolutely beautiful on the skin. Sometimes when the colors look like this one wasn't the most exciting, I kind of wanted the Mimi one, but I have to be honest, when I saw this on the model, I was like, you're probably going to end up loving this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I went ahead and picked up her new Powder 2 brush because it just is so beautiful. I really like her brushes, but let's go ahead. This is described as tawny and warm rose, so I feel like that is going to work, and it's probably going to end up being one of my favorites because I like a nice neutral blush. Ooh, that's pretty. kind of thought this might be one of these that I end up really liking. And they had some of the other colors. I noticed some you could order online, and then others you could, you know, find in store. So I think they had all 6 versions. Just some of them were available for pickup, and others you could order online. So I can always order more, but I do like this tawny shade. And then let's go ahead and pop on this warm rose. By the way, this brush is amazing. I'm really liking this so far. And then let's go ahead, pop some of this warm rose shade. Okay, here is this blush duo on the skin, and this is just a really beautiful kind of neutral, like that tawny and the warm rose. I feel like this is going to look beautiful on so many people. I do, even in the pan when I saw this, I wasn't like, ooh, I'm so excited about it, but I'm actually really liking the color on my cheeks, and I actually think this is going to look kind of gorgeous on the eyes, so we're going to use that. I did end up ordering the Prada, the eye palette in Pansy. That was one that I had wanted, and then I'm just going to come into this tawny shade here, and we are going to put some of this tawny in the crease. That's, I thought it might be a good okay. Then I'm going to dip into the warm rose shade right here and intensify this little combo here. Okay, I actually like that combination on my eyes. Kind of like easy makeup this weekend. I feel like I've got a little bit of bronze, a little tawny and rose here. Okay, then I want to add in a little pop of color, so just kind of all neutral. I am using the Diorshow. This is on Stage Crayon, and this one is in beautiful blue shade. It's just gonna pop my eyes here. So I'm gonna come over here and add a little bit of color to my eyes here. This is a Kohl eyeliner, so it's very creamy, forgiving, but it's also waterproof. But what I'm going to do is kind of smudge this out because I'm keeping the eye kind of simple, but with a little pop of color here. And taking the sponge side here, and I'm just going to soften that. Okay, little pop of blue, and then I'm going to be using my Gucci mascara. I have really been loving this mascara because it gives you sort of soft, fluttery, long lashes. I kind of forgot how much I love it. So I'm going to quickly put on some mascara. Okay, real simple eye. I am going to set the makeup. I'm going to be using my Westman Atelier Vital Skincare Powder. And I'm actually going to use the new brush. I have to tell you, I really like this brush here. Super soft, but it picks up the powder products beautifully. I'm not going to take away the glow. I'm just going to kind of set everything here. And then for lips, we are going to use the YSL Candy Shine in number 44. I meant to include this in my recommendations. I love these so much, and I am going to just do a nice little slick here of this kind of beautiful pink shade. And then for fragrance of the day, which I highly recommend picking up at the sale, is the Jo Malone. This is the Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt. This is a repeat purchase from Jo Malone. This is your perfect everyday kind of fresh, woody, clean scent. I just love this one. I love that little teeny bite of sea salt that you get in here, and this works fantastic in warmer weather. So as we're coming into spring, I just think this is a good year-rounder. Okay, just thought it would be fun to do a quick little get ready with me. Let me know what you all are picking up at the savings event or things that I might need to check out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back with another one soon.